In 1997, a 12-year-old boy was standing in front of Sporting CP's youth academy in Lisbon. He wanted to join the academy and play professional football, but due to his small body and poor background, many people thought he would never survive in this tough environment. At that time, nobody could have imagined that this little boy would not only become one of the best players at Sporting CP, but would go on to become the greatest of all time, the G.O.A.T, Cristiano Ronaldo. This is the story of Cristiano Ronaldo. In 1985, in the island of Madeira, Portugal, was born Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. His family was very poor. His father worked as a kit man at a local football club, and his mother was a cook. They lived in a small tin-roof house near the ocean. Sometimes there was barely enough food on the table, but from the very beginning, Cristiano had a football with him. And whenever he got the chance, he would dribble it on the narrow streets of Madeira. Cristiano's talent was noticed very early. At just 8 years old, he joined CF Andorinha, a small club where his father worked. Even there, he was so good that other kids started complaining that he was too fast, too strong, too skilled. Within 2 years, he moved to a bigger club, Nacional, where he dominated every single game. But Cristiano had a bigger dream. He wanted to play professional football at the highest level. At the age of 12, he convinced his parents to let him go to Sporting CP's academy. Located more than 1,000 kilometers away from home, it was one of the toughest decisions of his life. He left his family, his friends, and everything he knew, with just one suitcase and a dream, to make it as a footballer. Life in Lisbon was very hard for the young Cristiano. He missed his family deeply and cried almost every night. Many of his teammates bullied him for his Madeiran accent and his skinny body, but Cristiano was not ready to give up. He trained harder than everyone else, running more, practicing more, and staying on the pitch long after training sessions ended. He had just one goal in his mind, to become the best footballer in the world. But then, the story took a twist. At 15 years old, Cristiano was diagnosed with a heart condition that could have ended his career forever. Doctors told him he might never play football again. Cristiano underwent a life-saving surgery, and within weeks he was back on the field, training even harder than before. This was the first time he faced adversity head-on, and came back stronger, a pattern that would define his career. At the age of 16, Cristiano was promoted to Sporting CP's first team. By 2003, Sporting CP played a friendly match against Manchester United. Cristiano's dazzling footwork, lightning pace, and fearless attitude completely destroyed United's defense. Manchester United players were so impressed that they asked Sir Alex Ferguson to sign him immediately. Cristiano signed for Manchester United at the age of 18, becoming the first ever Portuguese player for the club. But life in England was not easy. He was mocked for diving too much, criticized for being too flashy, and many doubted if he could handle the physicality of the Premier League. Cristiano responded in the only way he knew, by training harder, building his body, improving his game, and slowly silencing every critic. By 2007-08, Cristiano had transformed into one of the best players in the world. He led Manchester United to Premier League titles, an FA Cup, the 2008 UEFA Champions League trophy. That year, Cristiano won his first Ballon d'Or, the award given to the best player in the world. But he was just getting started. In 2009, Cristiano made a historic move to Real Madrid for a world record transfer fee. At Madrid, he entered a new level of greatness. Every season, he broke records. Most goals in a season, most hat-tricks, fastest to 100 goals. He became the all-time top scorer for Real Madrid, scoring 450 goals in just 438 appearances. But his journey was not just about club football. For years, people said Cristiano would never win anything with Portugal. In 2016, he silenced them all by leading Portugal to victory in Euro 2016, their first ever major international trophy. Even though he got injured in the final, he stood on the touchline, motivating his teammates till the last minute. This showed the world that Cristiano was not just a player, he was a leader. Cristiano's story is not just about talent. It is about discipline, obsession, and unshakable belief. Off the pitch, his journey was never easy either. Cristiano lost his father when he was just 20 years old, right when he was starting to make a name for himself at Manchester United. His father never got to see him become the world's best player. Instead of breaking him, this tragedy fueled Cristiano's motivation to become the best version of himself. He promised himself that he would make his father proud, and he kept that promise. Cristiano also faced endless criticism in the media, from accusations about his attitude, to doubters questioning his leadership, to fans comparing him with Lionel Messi year after year. But Cristiano always turned pressure into power. He once said, "Your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me unstoppable. And that is exactly how he lived his career, using criticism as fuel to train even harder. But most importantly, he built hope for millions of kids around the world. Kids who come from nothing. Kids who have a dream bigger than their reality. Cristiano showed them that you can rise from poverty, face all challenges, and still become the greatest. He once said, "Talent without hard work is nothing," and his whole life is proof of this statement. From a poor boy on the streets of Madeira to a global icon admired by billions, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just play football, he built history. So if someone tells you you're not good enough, remember Cristiano. Remember the boy who left home at 12, who cried himself to sleep, who came back stronger after heart surgery, who buried his pain when his father passed away, and who turned every doubt, every insult, every rejection into fire. Because greatness is not given, it's earned. And Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just earn it, he took it. This is not just football. This is not just a story. This is a reminder. No matter where you start, no matter how many times you're told you can't, with discipline, with sacrifice, with obsession, you can become unstoppable. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just become the greatest of all time. He became proof that the impossible is just another challenge to conquer.